Elimination Chamber is just a few hours away. Tonight, we take a look at the entire card. Will Cody and Seth challenge the Bloodline to a tag team match at WrestleMania? Can Nia Jax and Mami's dominance? It all happens right now on In This Very Ring.
Wait! I can't believe it! Yes! Yes! A Rock is going to WrestleMania! Randy in position for another curb stop. Oh, my God! Unbelievable counter! Oh, my God! Unbelievable!
Welcome in, everybody. It is Friday night, February 23. We are just a few hours away from Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. My name is Ritz, and joining me as he does each and every single Friday night, the mayor of Toasty Town. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Butters.
Woohoo!
Butters. It's been a little bit since you and I have been on the air together. I was in Colorado last week. How's it going, brother?
It's going good. It's going great. And you?
Fantastic, man. I got to tell you, big shout out to Tony and Lauren. They got married last week. It was an absolutely incredible wedding. Aurora, Colorado is beautiful. Met some really cool people along the way, from the bridesmaids to the groomsmen. Fantastic. I don't know if I told you. I don't know if I told the fam at home. I actually had the honor of singing their first dance, which was incredibly awesome. I've never had that happen before, so that was pretty cool too. Terrifying, but very cool. But we've got a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it. So we want to thank Allen's Travel. Allen's Travel specializes in creating the vacation of your dreams at Disney, Universal, or wherever your heart calls you. Let their talented team of travel experts, including yours truly, we got the shirt right here, create a custom vacation for you without any of the stress. Allen's on over to allenz-travel.com/take the trip. Get in touch with myself, Chuck's from Eagles Talk, or any of the other talented travel agents that we have here at Allen's. Well, Butters, we have a few hours before 4 a.m. is going to come real quickly. Perth, Australia, Elimination Chamber. We're going to break it all down tonight. But first, our topic of conversation. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins will challenge the Bloodline to a match at WrestleMania. Agree or disagree? Cody and Seth are going to be on the Greyson Waller Effect. I guess this morning, I guess you could call it. I'm going to turn these backlights off because that other screen is bright. They are going to be on the Greyson Waller Effect, and, well, we think it's going to lead to something at the Chamber. I mean, at WrestleMania. Why? Because Greyson Waller has been given some marching orders from the Tribal Chief, and we've seen Cody being attacked this past Monday night on Raw. We saw Jay being attacked this last Monday night at the end of Raw. What do you think, Butters?
Bullshit. I mean, bullcrap. The whole Jay getting attacked. I was so mad. I was like, ooh, we could see Intercontinental brother versus brother. Nope, never mind. Now we're just gonna see brother versus brother, and brother's gonna be mad.
Which though still worked out really, really well. I really have. Are those lights off? Yeah, those lights are off. This has got to go.
Looking like Sheamus there for a second.
I know, right?
But I mean, all in all, as far as the poll question goes, I'm going to disagree in the sense that it's not going to be Cody and Seth doing the challenging, that it's going to be the Bloodline challenging Seth and Cody to the match.
You think so?
I think it's going to go that way. That's where I'm going to go disagree, but in the sense that it's going to be the Bloodline challenging them versus them challenging the Bloodline.
And I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Roman Reigns talking to Greyson Waller tonight. Roman Reigns telling the wise man last week how, they're not to say anything on the Greyson Waller Effect until they acknowledge their tribal chief. It leads me to believe that Roman and Rock are going to be the ones doing the challenging for a tag match at WrestleMania.
So I am going to agree to the poll, and here's why. When you look at the Greyson Waller effect and what Greyson Waller is really, really talented at, he's talented at getting a rise out of his guests on his show.
Yes.
During his segment. And I get it. They play into it and everything like that. But being able to get that rise out of people, being able to get them to do something they may not have done otherwise is so incredibly pivotal to this storyline. And having Greyson Waller get involved in this now on orders from the tribal chief, it plays so differently now. And so I think we're going to see Cody and Seth turn around and be like, hey, look, Cody's going to look at Seth. You told me you'd be my shield. Will you be my shield on April 6th when we challenge the Bloodline to a tag team match in Philadelphia? I think that's what we're going to see happen.
Okay.
And I think that tells the better story. So far, Cody and Seth have kind of been a little bit at odds. Cody and Seth they've seen eye to eye, but they haven't seen eye to eye. They've also been on the defensive. Now it's time to go on the offensive, right? Now it's time to be the one to strike first. You guys weren't planning to do this. Rock, you tell me you're gonna make sure I don't leave WrestleMania champion. Well, I'm just gonna take you out of the equation right now. Right, I'll take you out the night before. Roman, you can't beat anybody clean. Let's just handle all this business the night before, and then let's you and me go at it on Sunday. There are so many different ways for that to play out, right? That I think if you have Cody and Seth set the stage, it looks better. We've got Michael Chromiak chiming in over there. What is this on my hand? Chiming in over there on the YouTube side. I'll definitely be up early for Elimination Chamber tomorrow morning. Oh, absolutely. I don't think there's you can't not be up early.
I may not even go to sleep until Chamber's over.
I have to. I have to be a functioning member of society tomorrow.
Well, I know you worked.
Todd Womack, where's the killer suit you gave John Wick a run for his money? Appreciate that. It's a cleaners right now. It was a very comfy suit. Not a lot of mobility, but very comfy suit. And I looked great in it. Craig Milakovic, what's up, fellas? Agree to the poll. F the Bloodline. Robert Povia from Flyers Talk says, agree to the poll. Rock really setting Cody up to be the hero. His promo with Heyman was pretty moving. And I think that having Rock come out last week when they were in Salt Lake City and taking over the entire segment really set the stage, really told a different story, because we've always seen Roman come out, talk the whole time, and be the one to throw up, the one.
Yep.
Rock was the one to do it this time, but Rock also throws up the L, right? Well, he did it with this hand. So he does this, right? Right? Yeah. Sorry, mirror, so making sure this looks right. He throws up that L, and it's pointing over towards Cody. Not Cody,
Roman.
We know that Jimmy and Jay are going to collide at WrestleMania. There was a moment Monday night where Michael Cole goes, the Civil War has just begun. That's a callback to the Bloodline Civil War that we saw at, what was it? Money in the Bank, I believe it was, when those four went at it. Jimmy and Jay versus Solo and Roman.
No. It's either money. It was either Money or Saudi.
It might have been Saudi. God, I don't know what happened to my hand.
Pay attention.
It hurts. Leave me be. And because it's right where I rest my hand, Like, so I have to keep my hand like across my body, and I feel like I broke my arm. But anyway, right? So there's so many different layers to this story now. And so it's always been the bloodline this, the bloodline this, the bloodline this, the bloodline this. Well, now if you're able to take Cody and Seth and go, hey, whoa, Dwayne, you want to sit there and say I didn't earn it? I threw one by damn one over the top rope at the Royal Rumble, and I earned my shot. That man right there earned his title. We now earned the opportunity to whoop your ass in Philadelphia.
Yep.
You can't tell me that's not a fantastic promo. Not only are you calling back to 2000 when The Rock was standing in the ring with Mankind right before Royal Rumble, the year that they do the whole thing with Mankind and Triple H and in the Garden and leading to No Way Out and everything like that. So you do a callback to that moment. You also solidify the fact that there's so much flawed logic in Rock's promo last week. Right?
What, you mean the fact that it feels like he was...
it was written for another time?
Well, that or he was, more saying it towards Roman, that Roman was going to lose it all?
There was also that. I saw that narrative, and I liked that narrative. We got some more comments flying in here. Chuck's Moranin chiming in, saying, gentlemen, Todd Womack, would they have special rules for the winner of the tag match at night one? That's an interesting take. Maybe set some kind of last minute stipulation. So like the Bloodline's banned from ringside, or it sets Seth Rollins as a special enforcer.
I can see that.
Right, especially if Seth loses the title at the end of that night. Right? Well, after that match, if Damian comes out and cashes in. Tom Arnone is all over the place over here. He's over there on Facebook. Then he jumps to YouTube. He's calling you out because he loves you. And then I'm the afterthought. Typical.
Well, I love the fact that he had to correct himself and put butters.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, what is he doing? And then he disagrees to the poll. So he's on your side. And that's such a callback to the Team Ritz versus Team Butter stuff we did a few years ago. I love that that's still held on, right, after all these years. Todd goes, does Seth drop the belt at WrestleMania? I think he does. And I think we start to see...
Take some time off.
Yeah, we start to see those seeds being planted, especially if it's Drew. Tom telling me to man up. You stop it. I mean, this wasn't there like an hour ago. That's my problem.
It's probably because let me guess. Let me set the stage here. Right before you're on the air, you're playing Fortnite.
No, actually, believe it or not, I was talking to Tom.
Oh, okay.
And then because since we've done all these different changes, which by the way, big shout out to, he hates being shouted out, but big shout out to Chris for coming up with our new intro. Beautiful. And the background here, it's beautiful as well. But since we haven't done a show since the relaunch of everything and the restructuring, I had to go and look up a couple of things. I was like, ooh, I need to see how other people did this. Right? So Damian says, question, and please tell me if it's a good idea or bad idea. I think if we're gonna get wrestling shows like these starting way too early in the morning, they should tape record them and air them at the usual time.
No.
Oh, hold on. There is a part of me, I'm going to leave his comment up here. It just doesn't have the back part of it. There is a part of me that is okay with Damian saying, I think it's a good idea, right? Because then I don't have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch this. Right? But in that same sentence, go look at New Japan. New Japan doesn't do it. New Japan's been in business a lot longer.
Yep.
Not the WWE, but WWE hasn't been doing these shows. Plus, and then Ted hits the nail on the head, right? You're going to have spoilers. With the way internet is right now, I could wake up and see everything, and I won't need to watch it at night.
I was about to say, I would wake up and not be able to, I would literally not be able to go on to any kind of form of social media until I watch it.
Yeah.
It's a little hard. I like to keep track of social media. And to wake up and have to be, it wouldn't be hard, but to not be on social media for what, like say 6, 7, 8 hours till you watch it at usual time from the time you wake up.
There's a benefit to watching something like this live.
Yes.
Because they don't have the ability. If something screws up, you're not going to watch an edited thing later.
Yes. I prefer live over edited. I can't speak.
There's a difference between live and uploads and everything like that.
Yes.
So I'm okay with it. But I do get where Damien's coming from.
No, I do too.
Right? I absolutely do. Make sure you guys are liking the stream, hitting that subscribe button, following us on all our socials. We appreciate all the love and support that you guys give us each and every show, not just us, but everybody here at A2D Radio. Let's see. There was another question here, I thought. Oh, Todd. And cut great promo. Thank you. I hope that was for my promo. Ted says, adrenaline in my soul. Which, by the way, I didn't get a chance to watch the pep rally. It was a pep rally. It was a press conference. They had a pep rally yesterday in Perth. It was like midnight or something like that because I was at karaoke. So I watched all the highlights. Did you see Triple H try to get them to sing his Cody song?
No, I was asleep.
It was bad. Go watch the clip on Twitter.
Okay.
It's bad. So Ted says...
I didn't realize they had something going on at midnight last night.
I didn't either until I got the notification. I think Seth, Sammy, LA Knight, and Jay will stop the bloodline from costing Cody at Mania. People will be complaining, saying overbooked. I don't know if we get there. I don't know if we get that many people coming out.
We might get 2 tops
for a main event. Did you really change yourself to the Mayor of Toasty Town?
That's been on there.
God, I hate you.
You hadn't noticed that? That was there like the last time.
No.
The time the last time.
Robert says, what's up, boys? Can't wait for tomorrow. Gonna watch the rerun at 9 a.m. Again, brother, if I wasn't going to watch it from bed, right, I'd say, hey, let's all sit down and chat on social media about it. And if I'm up, I may put, now it depends on if I watch this off my phone or my iPad. It really depends on what ends up coming to bed with me. I may put something in the A2D talk group, and maybe we do a live thread tomorrow morning.
I'm just gonna be up watching it in bed with my Thin Mints.
Fatty. Pete Evans, Yo Fam.
Today, I found the Girl Scout stash. They finally appeared.
Nope. Yo Fam, looking to be back next week. Loving the show thus far. We love you, Pete. Ted says, I feel bad for the writers who have to get up super early and have to write on all their websites what happened. My pal Tony Mango from Smart Out Moment and Robert Fleece from Fightful. I don't feel bad for you. Because in all reality, at that point, I'm going to the show.
Right? You might as well go to Perth and just watch it and do it live.
Yeah, like if I'm a writer, I'm just gonna go and do it live and not, yeah, it'll cost me some money, but it's a once in a lifetime thing.
Yep. I can write it off as a work thing.
Damien's right. Damien goes, you're gonna get spoilers no matter what, because it's all scripted, so does it really matter? I mean, Dave Meltzer gives us spoilers every day for these shows. All right, Damien. This is where you creep into that part where you kind of annoy me. Because you've been with us for so long, and if you haven't figured out yet that Meltzer's a putz and isn't always right, then I have failed you as a host. I have failed you as a personality, and damn it, I have failed you as a friend. Anyway, let's see. And then Pete Evans is talking to Todd. Ted says RKO and Seth will definitely help Cody out. I'd be interested to see how Randy gets himself weaseled in here. I don't know if you can. there are so many. Ted says, no, they're not going to Australia. They just got to get up crazier. I would still get up. I'm telling you right now, I would still get up. Not still get up. I would still go.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely go. Daly says, hey guys, looking forward to Elimination Chamber in the morning. Really hope you guys, like I said, if I'm up, guys, and you guys aren't a part of the HUD Real Talk group on Facebook, you should be. If I'm up, I will probably start a thread in there, and we can, comment on it throughout the morning and see what you guys think about it. Davey goes, okay, what about Ross Sapp? There, you happy? Oh, shut up. Shut up, Damien. I love Damien, though. He keeps us honest over here.
Right.
But
I mean, I will say this, Damien. I will take Ross Sapp over Meltzer any day of the week.
let me ask you this question, right?
Uh-oh.
Is this one of the best layered storylines in professional wrestling from top to bottom?
What, the Bloodline?
Everything the Bloodline's doing right now.
Right now? Yes.
Yeah. I think this was the kick in the pants that the Bloodline needed. We've been talking for a while about them going to the next chapter, and I think having people come at the Bloodline versus the Bloodline going after people.
It was like they were moving into that next chapter, and then it's like it fell off a cliff because they went right back to, Bloodline splitting. Oh, never mind. They're all back together. Great. Oh. Jay's out. Okay. We're going somewhere. Jimmy's back. Great. Now we're back to square one. All right. Let's. Oh, The Rock's out here. Come on, breathe some life. Cody wins the Rumble. Let's do this. I mean, this is where we're at right now. Don't let me down.
Well, and KZ says The Rock and Cody have revitalized the Bloodline. They were on a decline, and I think they were right. The whole Jay leaving, awesome. You did your little stint with Jay, then Jay went to Raw. Okay, perfect. Jimmy Tribe's coming back into the Bloodline, and that feels like the elephant in the room we've still never fully addressed.
I mean,
and that's what made everything really weird.
Look at him when he gets in with the Bloodline, it feels so pitiful every time they have him and Roman interact.
Well, because he's a sad little brother. I mean, did you see it on Monday where he tried to give Solo a high five and Solo just said, "Nah, fam, I'm out."
Yeah,
it's part of his gimmick. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, come on.
There's a line, and I feel like they've gone way over that line with this character. They need to just, grab the long hook and just rail him back in from behind the curtain.
Yeah. So, all right, because we've got a lot to talk about with the
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, with the Elimination Chamber. Let's get directly into the match card. Okay. We're going to start with what was announced last night on the pre-show. Here, hold on. We have
the pre-show match.
KZ says Solo starting losing to everybody after beating Cena. This took away his momentum. I don't disagree with that at all.
No,
and Ted goes, I know we're probably getting Awesome Truth versus Judgment Day at Mania, but they could throw us a loop and give us Truth versus Cena instead. I would die. I would die laughing.
Be a great match.
So, all right. Ted says all the matches are predictable. Guess what, Ted? We're still going to go over them. Just saying. We're going to talk about it. Why? Because that's what we do here. Let me talk to you. So, announced last night or this morning or however you want to look at it, the Kabuki Warriors are going to go up against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell on the pre-show. That's for the Women's Tag Team Championships. There's a small part of me that wants to see the Kabuki Warriors drop the titles here.
There's a small part of me that feels like it's going to happen with Bayley and or Dakota interfering. You know,
Well, because even though this SmackDown was taped, we know that Dakota got attacked.
mhm.
Right? I love it. Ted, I wasn't saying to skip him. Yeah. By the way, so I'm pivoting just a second. Sidebar, because I've done the whole yeah thing. At the wedding, the bride and the groom are, they're my karaoke friends, and the bride especially. We've got her and a lot of our friends now to when somebody says dummy, everybody goes, yeah. Call back to LA Knight when he was Eli Drake. We got that over with the whole wedding party to the point that the best man worked the word dummy into his best man speech. So about halfway through the speech, he goes, yeah, you were a real dummy. The whole wedding party, friends in the back of the room, everybody, yeah. It was fantastic. I can't wait for the wedding video to come out and to see that moment from a different angle, because I was kind of at the end of the table. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait to see it. I need to see especially putting the belts on Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, I think would work out really, really well. It would kind of take them up to the next level, especially if I could see DIY heading down that path of having the titles. And I think it would be cool to have DIY and Indy and Candice, the way almost having each having tag team gold.
Yeah.
I think it also adds a new element to the storyline with Io, Bayley, Dakota, the whole damage control storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it'll allow for when Bayley does take the title off of Io at WrestleMania, for Bayley to truly shine. She's been able to overcome all these different obstacles. What say you?
Like I said a while ago, I feel like Bayley's going to interfere in this match. I feel like the Kabuki Warriors are going to lose, and it's going to continue this buildup of, some sort of dissension, some sort of way of Bayley getting the Kabuki Warriors away from Io so they can have that one-on-one. You take away the titles, you beat them down, you get Dakota Kai with you, you have this sense to where now I can truly focus on Io because the Kabuki Warriors, they're down and out.
Right. Ted says it's my birthday. Happy birthday, Ted.
Happy birthday, Ted.
KZ, are you guys watching Sting's last match?
I want to.
I haven't decided yet. AEW pay-per-views really annoy me. And I have spent enough money over the last 12 months on those pay-per-views to where I don't know if I want to again. Now, if I can find a movie theater close by showing it, and it's a cheap ticket, sure. If not, I will wait till it hits YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Todd goes, question, does Becky have heat or does she feel lukewarm? I'm going to bring that up, Todd, when we get to the Women's Elimination Chamber. I'm just going down the list on Wikipedia, so that's coming up. Ted says, thank you. I got to leave work early, too, because I was feeling terrible. Well, that part sucks.
Right?
All right.
No feeling sick on the birthday.
Carrying on with the tag team stuff, though, the Judgment Days, Finn Balor and Damian Priest are going to take on New Catch Republics, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. First of all, what do you think about this new name for Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate?
Sucks.
I meant to look this up. When somebody told me what it was, let me look this up. New Catch Republic. Does it stand for anything? What is new? Is New Catch something? Like I'm over here. Like, where the hell do you come up with new? No. Okay. Nope. All right. This means nothing. Got it. Cool. All right. It's a little bit dumber. I think I'm kind of with Daniel. Should have kept it British strong style.
Yes, I agree.
If the name, if it had some meaning, right? If it had some, if I could Google something and bam, here's your answer, then I'm in there, right?
Yep.
I Google it and I get nothing back. I'm sorry. Now, does that change the fact that, how I feel about Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne? No, I love that Pete Dunne's back to being Pete Dunne. I've always loved Tyler Bate. Thought British Strong Style's a great tag team. Is this the point, though, where you take the titles off of the Judgment Day?
Nope. I feel like Judgment Day is going to be defending at WrestleMania their tag titles.
I think so, and I think it's against Awesome Truth.
I could see that.
I think we finally get to see that come to a head.
Either you're defending it against Awesome Truth, or you're defending it against DIY, Awesome Truth, and another tag team in a Fatal 4-Way tag team match.
Could be New Catch Republic.
Yeah, I mean...
But I don't see them walking... I would be very surprised.
I don't see them walking out of Mania with the tag titles, no.
I'd be very surprised if they lose tomorrow.
Yes.
Like, that would tell me there's more at play here than what we're fully understanding. Right? Stop it, KZ. Undertaker coming out to keep rolling by Limp Bizkit. Stop. Damian says, I can see Bayley song plays and have Asuka and Kyrie distracted, and they lose the titles. Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe. Let's see. So, what is the next match we got?
Here you go. AOP probably get a shot down the line.
Yeah.
There's another maybe. They could be a fourth person instead of New Catch. Because you got to think it'd be 2 from SmackDown, 2 from Raw.
Okay, so
one from.
So you do AOP and. Well, no, you couldn't do it like the way I wanted. Because I was gonna say you could do AOP and the Street Profits, but then you really wouldn't have DIY in that mix.
Yeah, but you'd still put in Awesome Truth.
Yeah.
I think AOP and Karrion Kross are gonna face Bobby and the Street Profits at WrestleMania. I think they're building towards that.
Hey, yeah, a final crossing of
Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Raquel Rodriguez all collide in the Elimination Chamber match for a shot at the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania.
Well, they've been teasing it, and by God, they have been pushing it down our throat, down our face. They have been showing it off. It just leads me to believe Becky Lynch is winning this match and going to WrestleMania to face Rhea Ripley unless they pull some ultimate swerve.
Yeah. And Todd says Rhea Bianca.
Unless they have, hear me out, I know it's going to sound stupid.
What else is new?
But unless they have Rhea and Becky go at it without the title and have Nia and whoever wins the chamber go for the title.
Hold on. Stop it. Did you just try to convince me that their first show in Australia with not just the hottest person in Australia, but the hottest person in the world in Rhea Ripley, you're going to have her lose? Get out of here.
I told you it was going to be stupid, but
that they're stupid and then there's dumb. I'm still
sticking with my Becky thought, like I said, unless they pull that ultimate swerve.
I wish this was Jade and not Raquel.
Yeah.
Because I think then you call it Jade Rhea. Knowing though, and I like how they subtly did it. It's not as obvious as, it's not as obvious of a pivot as it is with, what's it called? Cody, Roman, Seth, and all that with CM Punk being injured. Jade not being ready for something like this. It was a smart pivot. The only downside was you announced Bianca as a video game cover, right? So at the presser, instead of Bianca maybe squaring, having some interaction with Jade, which I think was the end game goal, right? Now you have Bianca come out and do this really awkward promo at the presser and kind of set her up for nothing.
Yeah.
I think the only logical answer here is Becky Lynch. Naomi could be a backup. Raquel could also be a backup because of what the history that they have with Rhea.
Yeah.
But Liv also has a lot of history as well. Liv's been in every single Elimination Chamber thus far. Right? So you could kind of have that argument to where maybe Liv wins. Liv could go to WrestleMania, but they haven't been pushing Liv. They've been pushing Becky.
Yep.
Does anyone want to see Becky go over Rhea at Mania? I think it happens. I think coming out of WrestleMania, the Judgment Day has no gold.
Unless Damian cashes in.
But except for Damian. I think Damian's the only one that holds gold. Because you're going to see a tone shift within the Judgment Day.
Yep, because Mami ain't in charge anymore.
No. He's Poppy.
Don't ever do that again.
No, but you can't tell me that's not what's going to come out of his mouth.
I know.
That's 100%. As dumb as that, like that sounded dumb when I did it. Imagine when Walking Talking Vanilla Extract does it. Jesus. Hold on. There's some more comments here. Like I said, CM Punk's injury changed the whole trajectory of WrestleMania. I don't disagree. Damian says Zelina Vega did lose in Puerto Rico. Drew lost in the UK, so Rhea should lose the title.
So Rhea could lose the title. I mean,
so I get the logic. The problem is, other than those instances, Zelina wasn't on fire. Drew wasn't
on fire
really
in Puerto Rico, not
on
everywhere
fire.
else.
Yeah, like it was. They were locally charged. Ted, Vanilla Extract. All right, so years ago, when Damian first started coming up and hitting the main roster, I thought he was really boring. The whole Archer of Infamy thing was really stupid. And so I referred to him often as Vanilla Extract. Boring, dull, bland. So it's a long-term joke.
Yes.
I think Becky is the easy pick here, though.
Yep.
Let's go.
Easy out.
But that leads us to Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. And I'll be honest with you. This is where I wish it was Rhea Becky. Because I think that Nia Jax, while she has improved, she has gotten a little bit better with some stuff. She's still pretty god-awful in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw that Monday night when she tore through the Elimination Chamber participants. The leg drops looked horrible. She tried to throw Tiffany Stratton into the steps, and like Tiffany did exactly what she was supposed to do, but realized, oh, Nia, you threw me too early, and tried to cover it the best she could.
Yep.
Right. Putting Rhea in the ring with Nia. It's so frustrating because I'm so scared that this isn't going to be a good match. And I want that for Rhea so badly.
I think this is going to be a good match only because you've got Rhea Ripley, who's been so dominant in this women's division of hers. Right. Yes, I say hers. And then you've got Nia Jax, who's supposed to be this really big, unstoppable brute force. These two are going to be throwing haymakers. This match is not going to be your typical wrestling match. This match is going to be a slugfest. We are getting beast
Or it's
versus
gonna be
beast,
boring.
monster versus monster.
It's going to be boring. I'm going to take the negative route. It's going to be boring because Nia can't put on a good long-term match. Man, what do you got against Tiffany? The man goes, I don't think Tiffany should be put in the chamber in the first place. I think they're over pushing Tiffany. First of all, you stop it, sir. You stop it right there.
How much you want to bet Tiffany's coming at it when Tiffany the next SmackDown or a SmackDown?
Good sentence. Later. Well done.
I know, right? Tiffany's coming out with a face mask.
Oh my god. Here's the other thing, though. You need to have Tiffany in that match. If you don't change any of the other components, Tiffany has to be the heel. Tiffany's enough of a heel that you can just really want to watch get beat up.
She's good though, too.
Also, she's great in the ring, but she's the right kind of heel that everybody's just going to want to beat her up.
Yeah.
I thought it was great Monday night when Bianca and Becky looked at each other, after Liv and Tiffany start fighting. Bianca and Becky just looked at each other and went, meh, and just start throwing haymakers at each other.
I mean, you also have that Becky, Tiffany, tension going on there too from their past little feud for the NXT Women's title.
Yep.
So, that's enough to throw her in the match. These women all have something going with each other.
You can connect everybody in some way, shape, or form.
Yes.
And connect everybody back to Rhea or Nia in some way, shape, or form. I love it how those two matches, because one affects the other and vice versa, those two matches are going to be very, very intertwined. I think WWE would be smart to let the women go first in the chamber, and then, when Rhea wins at the end of the night, you cut to her opponent watching from the back, or you're able to do those cuts throughout the match.
Yeah, because from my understanding, from what I heard, that their match is supposed to main event tomorrow. I mean,
well, better. All right, so you have to main event with Rhea. 1, she's over like Rover.
Yes.
Right. 2, she's from Australia.
Yes.
3, she's the biggest title on the card tomorrow.
Yes.
The only thing that I can see you do on the other side of that is you have the Greyson Waller Effect main event.
You do not have the Greyson Waller Effect close out that show.
Only if it closes out with Roman and The Rock making a special appearance, all for a brawl. You have a brawl to end that show, right? With the Australian Greyson Waller just sitting on the ropes doing a shoey. It's where they pour the beer in the shoe and they drink out of the shoe.
I know. I don't understand the logic behind a shoey.
I don't care. It's something they do. I let them have it. And you can't tell me that wouldn't be a great visual. All hell breaking loose, and there's just Greyson Waller. Right? Fantastic. But I hate doing talk show segments to close the show. I hate doing any kind of promo to close the show. It doesn't, like, the Rock's thing left me with some different emotions on Friday night, but most of them don't have a good send-off like something like
I want to be left with action, with a cliffhanger, with something that gets my blood going. I want to watch next week.
Well, and you can do that with a segment more so than, Rhea winning. Right? If Rhea wins, that's literally just, not if, it's when. But that's just to say, all right, we acknowledged you guys. You were great for us all week. Here is your superhero winning.
And I can't wait till Monday to see how that goes down.
Because, I swear, people don't listen. Because it broke down into a match. Like, it literally went from segment to match on night 1. I just said I don't like segments being the end because they don't usually end on a great note. And the man says, nah, KO show at WrestleMania with Austin was fire, though. Because it turned into a match. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
It just
This is too good.
it hurts the brain, man, sometimes when you guys say stuff. I love you guys, so make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're clicking that like button, right? Make sure you're following us on all our social medias. But Jesus, Pete. Oh, I don't even know where we are anymore.
We have one more match to discuss.
The men's Elimination Chamber for a shot at Seth Rollins' title. It's Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, L.A. Knight. Yeah! Kevin Owens and the United States champion Logan Paul. That part hurts me to say. That actually hurt me to say out loud.
What, United States champion Logan Paul?
That he's the United States champion still. 2, that he's in the match.
Yeah.
He's really good at what he does, don't get me wrong. And he's taken to it like a duck takes to water.
Gone.
God, I want to see him get punched in the face by Kevin Owens again.
Oh, it's going to happen. I really, really want, and this is just me being selfish, but I really, really want LA Knight to win this. Because you could swap LA to Raw, Cody to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Get something good going. But instead, I feel, because all the promos, all the
BS.
Pause.
Damien says, hold up. We have people chug beer out of a tube while on a handstand and going through tables. We're looking at you, Bills fans. But you have a problem with Australians drinking out of a shoe. Who said that? What show have you been watching?
I just said I didn't understand it. I didn't say I had a problem with it.
Oh.
Yet again. Block.
It's not a good show until Ritz face palms and takes off the headset. At least I'm consistent. Ted goes, but just imagine if KO and Austin didn't turn into a match, the conversation they would have had. But seriously, I think they were trolling you. You don't say. You don't think I just played into it because the entertainment of it was funny?
Oh,
man, I did something wrong in life somewhere.
But
I should not be blessed with this kind of intelligence.
I feel like with all the promos they've been doing with him, with everything, with everywhere they're going, the win over Cody Monday night, I unfortunately feel like Drew McIntyre is going to get his umpteenth million title shot before somebody else does.
I'm okay with Drew getting his title shot, with Drew getting a WrestleMania match in front of people. I do think, and I said it at the end of COVID, I do think Drew got kind of shafted, and he had to carry the company on his back.
I agree.
Right? And so in doing so, he should get that moment again. Because I do think there's a fan base that wants to see it for Drew. I think there are diehards that understand and respect what Drew did during that time of the company and want to see that for him. I think ultimately we're going to figure out a way to pivot from Kevin Owens, Logan Paul to Logan Paul LA Knight for WrestleMania. I think you're going to use this to kind of get Randy Orton on his path to WrestleMania, however that looks. right?
AJ Styles, maybe.
Maybe AJ, Randy, Bobby Lashley as well, right? Maybe Lashley's going to start pivoting away from Karrion Kross and all them, or it could be Randy, Kevin Owens, because Randy was on stage. I think Randy interrupted Kevin Owens, and Randy got in between Kevin and Logan Paul. So I think we could see some of these things coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Damien goes, I think Drew is leaving WWE soon. Giving him a title would be pointless. I don't think so. Again, I go back to he put the company on his back through a very difficult time.
And even if you were to leave, you still got Damien Priest that can cash in.
Right, which I think ultimately is what happens anyway. And it's funnier for me if it happens that way. If Damien cashes in and then not cashes in, but if Drew wins and then Damien cashes in.
Yep.
The man goes, I'm still wondering who the first inductee into the Hall of Fame is this year.
Normally we get at least one by now.
I thought we were going to get one Monday night. They set it up at a certain point where I thought we were going to get one, and we didn't. I think we do get one on tomorrow morning.
I hope so, because
we're 5 weeks away.
Huh?
We're 5 weeks away.
I was about to say, usually by now, either a week or two before Rumble or right after Rumble, they always just at least give you one, and then you kind of
get your headliner so you can start selling tickets for it.
Yes.
Yep.
But instead, we get crickets.
But I think some of it you're going to start to see the writings on the wall. I think Paul Heyman gets inducted this year.
As much as I'd like to see it, I don't think he does.
You have to.
I get it. It's in Philly. But I don't think we're going to see the proper people get inducted into the Hall of Fame in Philly that should.
No, I absolutely think you do it. I think you have to do it.
It would be, do not get me wrong. It would be great. It would be deserving. But at the same time, I don't know.
I wish Dreamer wasn't working for TNA. I would like to see Dreamer go in.
They could still do it. They work together perfectly fine, even with Jordan Grace.
Yeah, maybe you see Dreamer go in. I would like to see Bubba and Devon are already in as a tag team. I don't know if they would turn around and do them as individuals.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too, because they didn't make their name that way.
Sabu, Sandman, Raven, one of the three.
No, I don't think you put any of them in. I don't think you do that. You don't do it all ECW.
You can do an ECW Originals as
There it is. There it is. There it is. If Taz wasn't with AEW,
easy in
would be an easy in.
Yep.
I would love that a lot, actually. I think they would get. I think they could get the special permission if they really wanted to.
I mean, Tony would have to really be,
Tony would do it. Tony would let him do it.
I'd hope so.
I think he would. Von Erich's already in. I was at the Hall of Fame when the Von Erichs went in. That was in Dallas at 32. They went in as a family. I don't think you see them go in as individuals.
No,
because most of them are gone.
RVD's already in, Ted.
Yeah, RVD's also. Already in.
RVD was in the past 2 years or so.
I think RVD was the year they doubled up on the Hall of Fame. So 21, they did 20 and 21s at the same time.
Yeah.
No shot. I wish she'd get off her high horse.
Right?
The man says, next year I want Elimination Chamber in the States. I'm sick of it being on the international stage for the 3rd straight year. Deal with it. Get over it. I wish it was a noon show. Not gonna lie, I'll take a noon show over a 5 a.m. show.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it overseas. You can do it in London for all I care. This Australia stuff is for the birds. All right. Other than that, what do you have? What else do you think is going to happen tomorrow for Elimination Chamber?
I don't think we get anything like too big for Chamber tomorrow. I think we get what we get, other than maybe a Bloodline appearance.
Do you think that is there any debuts, any returns? Do we think we see Jade make an appearance at the end?
I think we could see Jade making an appearance, or Jade screwing over Bianca.
We could see that.
You know,
and anybody come back? Do you think we see Big E?
Big E, no, not right now. I still think it's too soon for Big E, even though he said he's doing great. Who else is out? I mean, Braun Strowman, maybe. I doubt it.
I can see Braun. I would like Braun.
He was at the Riyadh thing that they did just here recently, or not Riyadh, or whatever.
He was at the presser in Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, he looks, to be doing good, so maybe he comes back, but I don't even remember who all's out right now that would even make it. Maybe CM Punk makes an appearance on commentary or something tomorrow.
I think we see Punk on commentary.
Hey, Damon's got a good one. I mean, maybe just a quick Iconics,
I think if the Iconics lived overseas, right? I don't see the Iconics making the trip overseas.
I thought they lived in Australia.
No, they're both in Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, last time I checked, they're both in Florida. So. All right. I really don't have anything else. Do you have anything else? With SmackDown being taped tonight, social media was pretty quiet. Nothing really nothing really crazy to talk about, or anything like that. Where is it? I did just see something, but then my thing refreshed.
I was about to say I've been kind of keep track of social media, and I just haven't seen anything. I mean, tonight we've had No Surrender for TNA. Mustafa Ali,
Big deal.
Mustafa Ali is your new X Division champion.
Woohoo!
Even after that nasty bump in the middle ring rope with his head. That looked horrendous.
It was announced that Bayley and Dakota Kai are going to take on the Kabuki Warriors next week.
Okay.
Carlito's going to face Santos Escobar in a street fight next week on SmackDown.
Yep.
Wow,
I didn't realize that Mustafa Ali's got his thing on saying his first major championship in 20 years.
Meh.
It's Mustafa Ali. And then I guess tonight on Rampage, Saraya's brother, Zach Knight, has officially signed with AEW.
Oh, good for him.
He is all elite with his sister.
Woohoo. But that is it for us tonight. TNA's been tweeting nonstop. Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler won the IWGP Global title. Fantastic. Love it. We're going to talk about World next week. WWE
Riddle won the New Japan TV title.
Yeah, woohoo. Guys, that is it for Butters. I'm Rich. We want to thank Alan D Travel. Alan D Travel specializes in creating vacation your dreams at Disney, Universal, or wherever your heart calls you. Let their talented team of travel experts including yours truly, Peep the Shirt. Create a custom vacation view without any of the stress. Alan Z over to alanc-travel.com /take the trip. For Butters, I'm Ritz. We're out of here.